Life after football. For a lot of players, it means going into punditry. Some turn to coaching or working in the game in other ways. But what about the rest? Some former footballers turn their sights away from the game, and there are a few big surprises. First up, from rainbow flicks to pancake flips. Ex-Chelsea and Southampton defender Ken Monku switched up his footballing career to buy a Dutch pancake house. He bought out the shop, which had been his favourite pancake spot as a child, and before long he was mixing the batter and getting behind the stove. Next, Everton legend Thomas Gravesen swapped out the high stakes of the Premier League for those of the poker room. He made over 150 appearances for the Toffees and won the Scottish Premier League with Celtic. Turned out the Danish international was pretty darn good at poker. He racked up a reported £100 million from his Las Vegas adventures. Remember former Chelsea goalkeeper Petr Cech? Turns out football nets weren't the only goals he was pretty handy in front of. After retirement, he became a goaltender in ice hockey. Same skills, very different surface. And he even won a Division 2 title with Guildford Phoenix. For ex-Liverpool centre-back Daniel Agger, it wasn't just fancy footwork that was in his blood. He was also pretty good with his hands. The Denmark international turned to tattoo artistry after he hung up his boots. He'd qualified as a skin artist while at Anfield, and he then became the co-owner of his own tattoo company as well. It's not all glamour for ex-pros, though. 1966 World Cup winner Ray Wilson set up a very different kind of business. He became an undertaker after he retired. Finally, not many people can say they've won both a World Cup and starred in an Oscar-winning film. In fact, there's only one person in the entire world who can say that. Frank Leboeuf, the former Chelsea defender, was part of the 1998 France squad who won the World Cup. He ended up marking Brazil's Ronaldo in the final and helped his side to a 3-0 win. But Leboeuf had already begun acting on the side while he was playing football, and his biggest role came some years after his retirement when he landed the part of a doctor in the Stephen Hawking biopic The Theory of Everything.
I embrace the career of acting, so I want to learn more. So seeing lots of movies is a part of my job.
To be honest, with all the dramatic diving in the game these days, there's probably tons of ex-pros who've got the acting skills to make it in Hollywood.
This is unbelievable.
This is... You would have thought...
Max, last week they played the correct music at this point.
Well, I bet they did. I bet they did. So it's a vendetta against me.
Vendetta is you. It's personal.
Although I have seen, I do have a magnet. So...
You have a magnet now, don't you, Max?
Do you know what? Now I feel like I was a bit precious about the whole magnet thing.
You feel like you blew it out of all proportion.
Now they've had to use some Travis Perkins money to have a magnet made of me.
That's what's happened.
But the point is, I feel like I don't know about you, Charlie. Like this is just between you and me. This is not for the show.
No,
but
no one listens anyway. Record numbers for record hours.
No,
Carry on.
But I just kind of think we have repeatedly said whenever we have a meeting with management, and every week we sit down for a 5-hour meeting about the show.
Rehearsals, script.
And just say the rehearsal, all that sort of thing, outfits we're going to wear, all those kind of things. And the one thing we say is, can you fix the music at the start of the show? And I don't think...
Oh, wow, good news. Mike and Vinny have been in touch, Max. The moment I've been waiting for 9 months. My newborn's first go-get-its.
Here we go. Let's make them good then.
Let's make them good.
Many congratulations to you. The first of many. Here we go, everybody. everybody. Welcome to the world's biggest sports radio station. It's talkSPORT. My name's Max Rushden. Alongside me, Charlie Bacon. Charlie, this is just any warm-up.
This is the double award-winning, award-retired warm-up, Max, on Saturday, the 21st of March, 2026, and at 12:30, it's Ipswich v Millwall in the Championship. It's a talkSPORT exclusive, presented by Ollie Klink. Commentary from Mike Sewell and former Arsenal winger Perry the Labrat Groves, the OB producer. Oh, it's Mike Sewell. Mikey Sewell. Mikey. Oh, Mikey Sewell. Oh, I love you, Mikey Sewell. Go get it. And then at 14:30, it's Game Day Live with Adrian Durham. Forget it. The best in the business. Oh my God, it's Adrian Durham. I can't believe he's here. Alan Pardew and Sean Derry. It's on talkSPORT. Adrian, forget about it. The best in the business, Durham. With all the goals as they go in from the Premier League and the EFL, including Fulham, the Cottagers, versus Burnley, the Clarets, Bristol City v West Brom, and Sheffield United v Wrexham. Notabaladze. Adrian is at Watford, Alan is at Fulham, and Ian is at Southampton. At 15 o'clock at Sheffield United v Wrexham in the Championship, it's a talkSPORT 2 exclusive.
Not on UK TV.
It is not on UK TV. It is not on UK TV.
It's not on UK TV.
Presented by Go Get It, presented by Ollie Klink. Commentary from Adam Bridge and former Bolton striker Cameron Jerome, the OB producer. It's Adam Bridge! Bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind. Go get it! At 12:30, going backwards, it's Brighton, the Seagulls, versus Liverpool, the Reds. In the Premier League, it's a talkSPORT exclusive, presented by Faye Carruthers. Commentary from Big Joe Shannon and former England captain Stuart Psycho Pearce, the OB producer. It's Declan McCarthy.
Miles an hour would walk 500 more. The beat of man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door.
Go get it! And then at 17:15, it's Swansea v Coventry in the Championship. It's a talkSPORT. Commentary from Ian at you cover nuts for Danta and former Scotland striker Chris Uolumo, the OB producer. It's Ian Dance Danta. And then at 20 o'clock, it's Leeds United, the Whites, versus Brentford, the Bees. In the Premier League, it's a talkSPORT exclusive, presented by Hugh Woozencroft. Commentary from Mark Willie Wilson and former England striker Dean Splashton Ashton, the OB producer. Oh, yes. It's Mark Wilson. Don't you know? Things are going your way. So hold on for one more day. Hold on for one more day. Hold on for one day. Go get it. It's Big Ticket Live, Championship and Premier League action. You can't afford to miss.
Yeah, that's really good stuff. Is there a better way to start your day than Charlie's intro Massive feel-good vibes. The man should be given a knighthood for services to life. What a moustache, what a man, what a hero. Go get it, says Paul, the AFC Rushden and Diamonds fan. Will says, third in the queue at the tip. Go get it.
Oh, wow.
Keep us posted.
Go
Will,
get it.
Honestly, we would like that.
My tip, Max, you have to make an appointment now. They've changed the rules. You have to make an appointment to go to the tip. Wowee.
Well, that is sad, isn't it? But look, Will, if you could keep it, let us know when you're second in the queue, first in the queue.
Yes, that's
let
a good
us know
idea.
when you are doing the tipping.
There we are.
Wow.
Was Ollie Clink
No,
busy
better-
this morning? Jack on the way to Bromley. That's a
Thanks,
shame.
Jack. Thanks,
That's
Jack.
for you,
Thank you
isn't
to
it?
Ollie for covering for me. Yesterday I was in Texas. Rootin' tootin' Texas I was in.
Wow, are you American now, Max? Are you American
Well, I am.
now?
Yes, could you tell? It's a
Yeah.
pretty good accent. That's what I said to everyone. Wherever I went, I said rootin' tootin', etc.
I bet they loved that.
Wow. And
Oh, I
then
bet
they'd say, you're from round these parts. And I'd say, hot diggity dang, I am.
Yeah, and is that why you're wearing that massive hat?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that 10-gallon hat.
And Spurs are fun to wear, aren't they?
Spurs. Well, Spurs aren't
Yeah.
fun.
Spurs aren't
bit
fun.
Spursy.
Spurs are fun
Texas
to
is a
wear.
bit Spursy.
Is it?
It is, isn't it?
Anyway,
Yeah.
what are we doing today? Oh, the normal stuff, aren't we? Yeah, we've got a text topic. We didn't get that far in the meeting.
No,
did
we didn't actually.
today?
Got nothing to say,
That's
have we?
okay.
Nothing to say
No.
at all. Is
Do you know what I
VAR
do
any?
want to say?
Is VAR any good? 8-10-89.
Do you know what I did want to say? Because we, the Go Get It's for so long, we have to break and get on with the show. Is I just wanted to send my love to Danny Kelly.
Oh, all
And
day.
I know everybody at this station has, and I know you were on air with him. And he was incredibly stoic, and he waited until the end of the program to send out that message that I'm sure lots of people have seen. And he is one of the greats, one of the absolute greats. Totally, I worked with him years ago at BBC London. I was like, oh my God, it's Danny Kelly,
Yeah.
you know, and the stuff he did with Danny Baker as well. Absolutely brilliant broadcaster. And he is such a genius at making fun, upbeat, clever, like compassionate, joyous, fun radio, and that is so much harder to make than is VAR bad? Phone us now. You know, he is such a king of that.
There's no one who's more interested in just minutiae and life and ephemera and culture and all those things. You know, the things that make life good. And there's no one that's more no one that's more interesting about them. So he's just such good company, and he was pretty. He's really strong, Max, and the chats we had before the show and post the show, and how he wanted to announce it. You know, just an impressive human being as ever. You know, so I wish him.
So we send our love to Danny. We cannot wait for him to be back on the airwaves, and we just send you our love from everybody. On this show at least, and I just wanted to say that because he's really good and he's a mate, and what a brilliant broadcaster.
Tip footballers, that's what they want. Tip footballers, recycle Nelson. There we are, we're off.
Okay, go on then. Tip footballers. What a shame we go from such a brilliant broadcaster to that. But Danny will be pleased. Go on then. Your tip /
recycling centre. Footballers.
Okay, I'm just calm down. Look, we've got the break to think of them, and then Quaker Afari will be, and we'll get on with the show.
You know, he's Brazil's all-time goal scorer.
I don't care.
He's got more goals than Pele.
Was Pele all that? Was he all that, Pele? Would Pele get into Arsenal's team now?
Hold on. What do you mean?
Would Pele get in Arsenal's team now? Would he get ahead of Martinelli?
Well, you don't think Pele's any good?
I don't never saw it. I mean, all I've seen is
You're not having him better. You don't think he's better than Gyökeres?
I don't know whether Pele was as good as everyone said.
He won 3 World Cups.
I know, but that was back then, wasn't it?
What do you mean?
I know.
You're not having Pele?
No, it's a little bit like someone winning, let's say back in... like
the hat-trick in a World Cup final.
Let's say, like in the early 1800s, early 1900s, someone won Wimbledon 25 times. They're not going to be better than Federer. Or Djokovic.
Right, but Pele can't help the fact that he was born in whenever he was born, in the 60s.
At that time, Pele was obviously very good.
Right.
But don't tell me Pele gets an Arsenal's team now.
What do you mean?
The best side in the country. Who's he getting?
He's not getting in front of Gyökeres.
He ain't getting ahead of Saka.
Are you having a laugh?
No, I'm not.
What?
No.
I can't believe you said that.
I've
never heard you come out with so much guff.
No, but we don't.
Pele.
But we don't know how good Pele was.
What do you mean?
We are told.
What do you mean?
No, at the time
he won 3 World Cups.
No, I know he did, and I'm not taking that. Of course I'm not.
It's not like he played in the 1600s.
No, I know, but
we saw footage.
Yeah, we did see footage, but what I'm saying is, back then, footballers are better now than they were. Can we agree on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We've been taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How would you get to that conclusion?
That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Morning all, this is the warm-up on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins for the latest big trade deals. Head to travisperkins.co.uk or download the app. Max and Charlie with you till 11. Yeah. Some good ones here, Liam Wokings.
Too many have come in, it's gone crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
it has. Sylvan Dustbin, Adamola Bin Man.
Jimmy Glass only, I like. That's very, very good indeed.
Yeah, Refuse Sabio. That's clever, isn't it?
Good,
Says
isn't
Pete
it?
in
Yeah.
Cheltenham. Danny Kelly is Sunday evening radio, he says. For balance, I hate Cheltenham races. Lewis Dump says quite a lot of people. Jimmy Floyd Bottlebank. Jimmy Floyd
Bottlebank. I mean,
Jimmy Floyd Bottlebank.
About as good as it gets.
Kieran Tippier says Gaz.
Ungolo, can this go in general waste, Martin, in Essex? Thank you very much.
Mike says Javier Trash Carano. Some good at this. They're good, aren't they?
They're good at
it. Good morning, Max and Charlie. We're the guy third in the tip. He says, could you check which tip your listeners is in the queue for? Trevor, the trucker, at Netley Tip.
That's okay. That's two at the tip this morning.
Well, it'd be interesting if they were in the same queue.
Wow. Shout, go get it out the window and see what happens.
Yeah, good idea. Could everybody who is driving open the window and shout, go get it as loudly as possible. And
see
then
if there's anyone near
you.
That'd be nice.
Cardboard only McBurney. Really good stuff. Keep those. We've got too many, but keep them coming anyway.
Yeah, lovely.
It is Max and Charlie with you until 11. Let's get Kwaku Afari involved in this.
Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Kwaku Afari with me. Kwaku Afari with me.
Welcome, Kwaku. How's live?
All good. How you guys getting on?
Good. Where's Kwaku today? He's on a golf course or something. Look at him.
I'm actually on holiday. I'm in the south of France at the moment.
Oh, someone's got that Sky Sports money rolling in.
Oh, stop it. You got your own merch, Charlie.
Handmade, homemade.
Okay.
Homemade, and he hasn't sold it yet. That's why he's not in the south of France, isn't it? Okay, then. Well, bienvenue à
Bonjour.
à Paris. À le warm-up, le show up. Anyway,
Go get it. Go get it.
Where should we start? We're doing a bit of Liverpool later, but Brighton Liverpool is the early kickoff at 12:30. And look, we saw a different Liverpool in that, certainly that second half against Galatasaray, didn't we?
Yeah, this is a Liverpool side that they've been really inconsistent, but it's a club with so much European heritage that I think the saving grace for them this season can be the Champions League. But yeah, in the league, they've been up and down. They take on a Brighton team that were in dire form up until the last 4 games. I think it was 1 win in 13, but in their last 4, they won 3 out of the last 4. And the only game they lost was that game against Arsenal, in which hurts to criticise Arsenal's style of play. So Brighton will be going into this game confident. These two sides have played each other twice already this season. Liverpool on the winning side of both those results. But I think that this is a Brighton team that can take solace from the fact that we've seen worse teams of Brighton get results against Liverpool. You think about their result against Wolves. And so I'm going for a draw in this one, even though Liverpool did get a great result in the Champions League in midweek.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Karen Charlie, you're going to say something interesting.
Dominic Szoboszlai has saved Liverpool this season so many times. 60 million quid he cost. What a signing that is, Kwaku.
Yeah. And when he first came in, it took him a while to settle. When you think about that summer, Liverpool rejuvenated their midfield. They brought in Szoboszlai, they brought in McAllister, they brought in Gravenberch. And in the first season, we didn't know what Szoboszlai was. Is he a deep line playmaker? Is he a number 10? But he's a midfielder that can do a bit of everything. He's a bit of a throwback. He's not really contained to a certain position. And yeah, this season he's been Liverpool's best and most important player by a country mile. And without him, I dread to think where they'd be. A lot's been made about their investment in the summer and how that hasn't really turned out great. But Szoboszlai has been a shining light for Liverpool, and he's been one of the best players in the league this season.
Your mob, Chelsea go to Everton, 5:30 kickoff. I sadly was away, so have yet to be able to laugh about respecting the ball, Kwaku. I really enjoyed it so. I enjoyed it so much. I was like, I don't want to miss that weekend. Had everything. It had respecting the ball. It had that Mavropanos getting that ball in the face. There was just so much good stuff happening. How are we feeling? It's not a great week for Liam Rosenior. Like, there's no shame in losing to PSG, right? They're really good. It was PSG, wasn't it, who hammered in the second half? But a lot of goals. I still like Liam Rosenior. I want him to do well. I don't know what is the Chelsea vibe?
I think Chelsea fans are used to tumultuous times, but this feels a little bit different. And I think generally the fans aren't pointing the blame at Rosenior, despite the fact there are some areas that he can improve in. The things are firmly being pointed at the board and the shortcomings of the Chelsea board. But it's been a week and a half from hell for Chelsea. Think about those 2 losses against PSG, heavy losses. The loss against Newcastle in the league, the sanctioning, the Reece James injury. It's been terrible times for Chelsea fans, and I can't see it getting much better. Goodison Park's not a happy hunting ground for Chelsea. They've won 1 of their last 8 games there. Everton won 5 of those games. And it's an Everton team that have gone under the radar. I think David Moyes deserves a lot of credit for what he's done this season. His team sitting in 8th place. They've got a great chance of qualifying for Europe, and they're no mugs. We saw how hard they played Arsenal, and Arsenal obviously came through in the end, 2 late goals. But it's an Everton team that I'm not sure. I know it's the Hill Dickinson, but I'm not sure that Chelsea have got enough in the locker to go there and get a result today. And so I'm going for an Everton win in this one.
Wow.
No, I think I agree with you on that. I think he's got them so solid, playing in such a solid style, so pragmatic and strong that they're difficult to break down and beat. I think you're right, Kwaku. I think they'll do that. Let's go to Fulham v Burnley.
Yeah, this is
What are we going to say? What are we going to say about
pointless game of the season?
What are we going to say about it? Think of something to say about it, Kwaku. Come on.
Yeah, okay. Let me think of something to say about it. I expect Fulham to win this game. In recent weeks, they've not been in the best of form. This is a Fulham team that I think have overachieved if you look at the squad this season. But I think they win this game comfortably. They win this in their last 3, but I think against Burnley team that are already down, I think Fulham get all 3 points.
Leeds are definitely in the relegation picture, right? They're 2 points ahead of Spurs, 3 points ahead of Forest, and 3 points ahead of West Ham. And they're home to Brentford, right, who are, above Everton, had a brilliant season. Under the lights, 8 o'clock, Leeds are good. What do you reckon, Kwaku?
It's going to be really, really tough a tough pill to swallow for Leeds if they go down the season, because they've had so many good results. So many top teams have gone to Ellen Road and really struggled. But just the volatility of the league just means that they are banging the relegation scrap. And like you mentioned, Max, 3 points above the drop, and Palace are above them. I think that from Leeds downwards, those teams are in serious trouble. And I can't see them getting a win today. This is a Leeds side that they're winless in their last 5 games. And I know that Ellen Road under lights has got that certain kind of magic and they can make life difficult, but they just haven't been good in recent weeks, and I can't see them getting a win. I'm going for a draw in this one.
Okay. We've done all the games.
We've done all the
We've
games.
done well, haven't we? We never do all the games. There aren't that many.
What are you up to in the south? What you got up to the rest of the day in the
Qu'est-ce que
south
tu
of the
fais
France?
ce soir?
You're going to play le baby-foot, le tennis de table.
What else you got in your locker? What else?
La bibliothèque.
Bibliothèque.
Où est la guerre?
Où est la guerre? What's that mean?
Dans les piscines.
That's where is the
train
Où est la gare?
station?
It's feminine station, la gare.
Okay,
So if we're going to teach French,
I
let's
don't-
do
I
it.
don't-
C'est loin,
well.
ce n'est pas loin, mon petit cochon. Au revoir, quaku, merci, à bientôt. That's quite good.
Allez. Let's go get it. Go get it. French for go get it.
It looks nice in there. If you're watching on the YouTube, looked nice there in the south of France, didn't it? That looked nice. Haven't spent enough time there.
I'd
Charlie.
like to go to the south of France. I think I've been once to the south of France. I went to my band played at the opening of a movie at the
Your band?
at the Cannes Film Festival, and we played
What's
on
your band?
I had a jazz band, and we played at the opening of this movie.
What were they called?
Charlie
What were they
Baker,
called?
Charlie Baker Band, and we played at the opening of a movie at the Cannes Film Festival, and the stage was on top of a swimming pool.
Wow!
And water and electric do not mix.
No.
Max, and we lost power halfway through, and we had to play acoustically for the rest of the evening.
Well, at least you didn't lose like one of the man on the electric double
Could have
bass.
been.
Just fell in.
Just fell in. Yeah. But there we are.
Landfill Bab.
Oh,
Thanks so
very
much.
nice. Benjamin, where does this go? That's nice.
Okay, that's quite clever, isn't it?
Very good.
That's
Yeah,
really
very good, Bazza. Well done. Thank you.
Well done, everybody. It is Max and Charlie. With the good people of Travis Perkins, for latest big trade deals, head to travisperkins.co.uk or download the app. Tony Evans, football writer, Liverpool fan, will join us in just a second. We'll do a bit more on them, on their trip to Brighton, in their race to get into the Champions League.
After 2 decent results in a row, has Igor Tudor earned his stay of execution at Tottenham until the end of the season? Well, Drive presenter and expert striker Darren Bent certainly thinks so.
The performances before that, I mean, the 6 before that, oh my God, 6 straight losses in a row. I thought, what's going to happen here? Like, where's it going to end? And they put in a decent performance against Liverpool. And as you said, they beat Atletico in the second leg. And they have got confidence now because that's 2 unbeaten now in all competitions, 2 unbeaten. The game on Sunday's the one. It's so big. But clearly now that Igor Tudor is going to be here for the foreseeable now. That he's here to the end of the season.
Yeah.
I can't see them making a change now this season because you've seen...
If they were to lose Forest, lose away at Sunderland, he'd still be there.
Potentially, yeah. I think so.
Very interesting. Spurs Nottingham Forest on Sunday is absolutely gigantic. So would you agree with Darren Bent there? Have we seen enough that's been good from Igor Tudor?
That was a brilliant point away at Liverpool. And the game in midweek, which I watched, I thought there was a lot more spirit, a lot more, really wanting it more for if you're a Tottenham player. So they've got to take that now into this game on Sunday against Forest. Look, Forest will know they're coming off that win as well. They'll be really happy with how they got the result away from home. They'll probably sit back Forest and try and hit them on the break, but they've got good players as well. You know, Gibbs White, Adore, Jesus up front, Anderson in midfield. So they've got a decent squad of players itself. So it's going to be an interesting game. But I think the first goal is, I know it's an old cliche. First goal is going to be really important in that game. If Forest can somehow nick it, then you can see the fans really getting a little.
It's Max Rush and Charlie Baker with you till 11. For some reason, talking about, someone's in the queue for the tip. Then someone else said, what about tip footballers?
Yeah, great
Mark
idea.
in Nottingham says Ange Compostacoglu.
That's good. There's
It is
compost
good,
at the
but
tip. There's compost at the tip.
I don't. Yeah,
Green
a couple of
waste.
things here.
Green waste. Rob Green
Yeah.
waste. He could have had that.
Yeah, but I agree with you. I don't think you take compost to the tip, but also it really rings a bell as if I think we've done this text a bit more recently. Can somebody tell us? Because we
repeating
occasionally
ourselves. Yeah.
have we run out of ideas? Have we run out of ideas?
Is this the end?
Do you think this is the last? Do they take us off
Last
before
one.
the show finishes?
If you
Or do
run
we
out of
limp
ideas,
to 11?
do they take you off air or do they give you breakfast?
Look at you. You made yourself laugh before then. Oh, that's good. Yeah. We'll be on from Monday at 6. Asking
In the
you,
bin.
who's the bigger club, Man United or Liverpool? Phone us now. 4 hours of that. Anyway, let's do some Liverpool. They go to Brighton today. Tony Evans, football writer and Liverpool fan, joins us. Say, Tony.
Morning, Max. Morning, Charlie.
Morning, Tony.
So that was it felt like such a big performance in midweek against Galatasaray. Clearly, they've got to bring that into their league form. But I don't know how you felt sort of at the end of that game. You know, it just felt there was a real positivity, I thought.
Well, there was, but Galatasaray were really, really poor, weren't they? You know, we've got to be absolutely honest about this. That I don't think this is any indication of a turn of a corner. And given that they've lost 4 of the last 5 away games after Champions League matches this season, I think it's they've really got to back it up with a good performance at the Amex today.
Yeah, they do. But I did see sort of like combination play, not just Salah scoring a beautiful goal, but him and Wirtz combining well before that goal. Just some moments where they played fast, one-touch football that I haven't really seen that much of.
Yeah, I mean, they played with a pace that they've lacked all season and certainly an appetite. And one of the interesting things, I think, about this squad is that there's a lot of experience there. There's a lot of players who've won, the highest level, and they know how to do it. So regardless of whether Arne Slot is, whether there's any sort of mistrust in him, they know what to do. And at this time of year, good players and good teams do what they're supposed to do, and they did it there. But again, one of the mitigations for the bad performances all year has been the lack of the paucity of the squad, really. And again, that will. You see that today with Salah out. He's they're left with just Ekitike up front, and I thought they looked so much better with playing two up front against Galatasaray, and they're back to a situation where they're struggling a bit for firepower.
When the squad clicks, when the team clicks, there's a really high ceiling for them, I think, but it's been really inconsistent, and that's just affected momentum, hasn't it? They seem to have some momentum in Europe, Tony. I don't know if that's just what they're focusing on now.
Well, I think if they are, and one of the things that really disappointed me last weekend against Tottenham was the team that Slot picked, the Cody Gakpo up front, when in fact he had Ekitike, albeit he hadn't trained, and Salah on the bench. And I was like, what sort of madness is this, playing Szoboszlai at right back? One of the things that was good about the Galatasaray performance, he put his best players in the best positions, and that worked. But if he is focusing on the Champions League, and they're focusing on the Champions League, with PSG to come, and then, potentially Real Madrid. It's a big mountain to climb. But as you say, they do have a very, very high ceiling, and I wouldn't put it past them to win it, but it seems still less likely than sweeping aside Tottenham last week and finishing in the top four.
How far can Rio and Goma go, do you think?
I think he's got the potential to be a really top class player, and I'm with Slot on this, on nursing him along and not throwing him into big matches as often as a lot of people have demanded. I think back to Raheem Sterling under Brendan Rodgers, and really, I think one of the reasons we've seen Sterling's career stall in his early 30s is because he was played too much too young. So I think it's worthwhile nursing Rio along, but I think he'll play a bigger role as the season comes to an end. So yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do. He runs at people, he scares defenders, and he gives them pace that they don't. Well, until the Galatasaray game, they didn't seem to otherwise have.
So amazing, that sort of no fear of a youngster. Because if I was 18 or however old he is, and I was playing at Anfield, I'd be absolutely bleeping bricks. I'd be terrified. I think it's interesting that the Champions League obviously got PSG, and then it is Real or Bayern, right? That's bold to say. Let's focus on this. And getting into the Champions League is so big, and that race for top five is really interesting now because. Manchester United, okay, they drew last night, have got a bit of a buffer, but Villa are not flying, Chelsea are not flying, Liverpool aren't. You sort of feel it'll be one of those sort of scrabbling to get there rather than like you need. I don't think you need to win every game to get into that top five.
Yeah, well, when you consider Liverpool have got to play Villa, Chelsea, and United, I think it's there's going to be some really interesting games coming up and really exciting times. But it shouldn't be a problem for this squad to get into the top five, for Liverpool to get there. And Villa are stalled, and you wonder whether Emery will focus on Europe as well. He loves to win a trophy. He loves to win, he loves to win the Europa League. And so you think to yourself, this is a massive opportunity for Liverpool, but they've got to go games like today at Brighton. They've got to win them. Brighton haven't been as... Brighton's the Amex is always an awkward place to go, but Brighton haven't been quite as good this year as they have been in recent years. So you think it's somewhere they've got to pick up 3 points.
I was expecting you to come in there, Charlie.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say. I think the pressure is on Slot. I don't know if it should be. I mean, he's won the league, and I think he's dealt with a lot of things off the pitch this season. The pressure's on, but I think if he loses today, that pressure really builds. This is the sort of game that fans judge you against.
Oh, definitely. I mean, winning the FA Cup won't save his job. He needs to finish in the Champions League slots. And, the likeliest scenario is the top 5 will go through. And that should be enough. And he does deserve he deserves a little bit of time. And as you say, he won the league and he has had to deal with an awful lot of issues this season, not least of them is for all the spending last summer, and every Liverpool fan, including me, was really happy with the transfer business. But in retrospect, it left the squad really short-handed, which again we're seeing today, as mentioned before. And I think if Liverpool fail this year, it will be a collective failure, not down to one man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good stuff. Thank you so much for coming on, Tony. Enjoy the game.
Always a pleasure.
Have a good day, mate.
Tony Evans there. Mark says, rubbish text topic happened before. I'm going to say been done. It's good to recycle these things. Martin says, I tweeted Max about seeing Peter Shilton at the Tip over 4 years ago, which became a text topic. Good to see you recycling.
I think it became to footballers you've seen at the Tip, not Tip footballers. So it's different.
Yeah,
it's different. In many ways, we're very clever.
Yeah. Will says, Tip update, job done. Really happy with my performance. Tough place to go. Thanks to the travelling fans. On to the next one. He's done the Tip. Again. And a lot of people have been in touch because Will Hobbs was talking about Elon Musk and Twitter and said that he misled investors. So I just presumed that was a word about economics. But I believe
it's misled, isn't
Will
it?
meant to say misled.
That's great news.
But what's lucky is if you mispronounce misled, it does sound like something you could do, doesn't it? If you misle an investor, that does sound like something sort of financially dodgy. But maybe it was just misled. Anyway, I've let Clips of the Week know, so they may use that.
Good. Well, we've talked about it now. I wonder if that takes it out of the running.
No, I think that's okay. We've talked about it, but we didn't talk about it straight away, so they can still use it. And as long as I get a credit, that's fine. And they'll be, my name's been said on the radio. Coming up in just a second, the second leg of the semi-final of How Tall Are They? Graham Courtney versus Perry Groves.
Guilty.
It is 2-2 guilty. It's never been closer. We're supporting neither of these players, Charlie. Don't be so obvious. Anyway, that's coming next.
Kids, for them last night, horror show. The Wi-Fi didn't work.
Oh my goodness!
I got in.
Panic stations.
As I walked through the door, my eldest, not hello daddy, my eldest, Wi-Fi's down. And I went, can I get through the door first? Okay, yeah. Little one comes down, not little anymore, but come on. No Wi-Fi. And I went, can I walk in? Right. Let's get in. Something to eat. If you fix the Wi-Fi, by the way, I get a text.
Yeah.
A text from my 14-year-old who's upstairs, can't bother to come down. A text, I'm downstairs. Is the Wi-Fi working? So I text back, can you come down if you want to talk to me? Yeah. Comes down. Oh, is it? Because I can't get... No, it's not. It's not us. It's Virgin. It will be fixed. Just wait.
Yeah.
This morning, first thing, no Wi-Fi, still not ready.
So what did you watch last night on TV?
That's a very good question. We had stuff on the planner. already saved.
Yeah.
You've got Sky Glass, right?
So if Wi-Fi goes down,
You're in a world of trouble. I've got stuff saved on my planner.
Would you
I tell you what. Well, I was watching the football, but Mrs. G was watching the end of. I gave up on that. What's that program called with the woman from Yellowstone?
Oh, the Salt Marsh.
Yeah, I gave up. Episode 3, nothing was happening slowly. I thought, no, not for me.
It's slow, man.
Yeah.
And even I watched all the episodes, and even at the end, I'm a bit like, what have I just watched?
Yeah, I gave up. She was watching it.
Football was good though, but no, do you know what? I bet that was quite nice though. No Wi-Fi.
Well, it was up until every 4 minutes. I'd like, still not working.
Just relax. Listen, you should have hit him with the. You know, you should have hit him with the. When we was younger, there was no such thing as Wi-Fi.
I know. I'm gonna have to use my data up. Oh my god.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology. How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Hello, I wish I was a little bit taller.
The Sizzler's been in touch. He just says, possibly breaking a traffic violation, but I'm standing in my van, ready for the judge.
Guilty.
Let's bring out those players. It's the semi-final, second leg. It's at home. It's Graham Courtney.
Here come the judge. Everybody know that he is the judge.
The reason, guilty.
Send him down.
Present your evidence.
Overruled. Take him to the gallows.
20
hey,
years.
Welcome, Graham Courtney. Hello, the judge.
Wow. We can't hear the judge. We can see him.
You're on mute.
Is
the judge on
one
mute?
of the very first times we can see the judge, but look at him in his robes.
Yeah,
we
wig
can't
on.
hear him. It's such
We
a
can't hear
shame,
him.
but we can
It's
see
an issue,
him.
isn't it?
Semi-final, we can't hear him. Does he lose the game? Is it null and void?
Getting...
Oh gosh, what was that?
What was that? I don't know. He managed to press one button there. What's he doing? This is really fun, isn't it?
This is great. This is like
Perry Groves is enjoying this, isn't he? You can't talk
Let's
yet,
go
Perry.
to Perry
You
Groves
can't-
and
Let's
then
play
go
Perry's
back
music.
to the judge. Guilty. Later.
Perry. Groves.
Perry.
Groves.
Perry Groves.
Now,
Hello,
the
Perry.
question is, Perry, if hello, Perry, how are you?
Morning, boy. Is this like a Senegal-Morocco
I was going to say, I don't know what happens here.
Win. I'm done. I'm won. No.
The thing is, Perry, look, obviously you're an elite sportsman, you're ruthless.
Mm-hmm.
But would you accept just winning on a bar? Just winning on a
The fact
bar?
that Graham Courtney couldn't get his sound to work on his phone, would you?
100%.
Is that the sort of win you want, Perry?
You're talking to someone who has no conscience, boys. I don't care. Whatever way you get through.
I believe you have a conscience. Should we try Graham, the Judge Courtney now? Hey, the judge, welcome.
Can you hear me?
Can
That's
hear
important.
you,
Yes.
Graham Guilty. Send him down.
Yes, we've got the judge. Send him down.
Let's play
okay,
his
good
music
stuff,
again.
guys.
Let's play Graham the Judge Courtney.
Yes, good idea.
Yes, everybody. Hold it.
Great idea. 25 years.
Say your own one. Say it. Please approach the bench.
How are you, Graham? You okay?
Yeah, it'd be even better if I can get my electric charger here to work at Scotch Corner Services, but never mind.
God, live from Scotch Corner Services.
Come on,
it's
Scotch
the
Corner.
judge.
He's
It's
got
amazing.
big.
The British judicial system is gone to the dogs. It's at Scotch Corner these days, just holding kangaroo courts.
On my way to cover Hull against Sheffield Wednesday.
Oh, the dream.
Okay, of
the
course.
dream.
But before that, some real sport. It is 2-2 from the first leg. The second leg for who makes it to the final to play either. I can't remember who's in the other semi-final.
Adrian Clark and Kwaku Afari, is it?
Adrian and Kwaku? Yeah, maybe.
So,
Where's
maybe.
Adley gone?
No,
Here we go.
Nigel Adley. It's Nigel Adley and Kwaku Afari, isn't it?
Kwaku and Adley, yeah, exactly. It's been such. We're so excited about this.
Boys.
Exactly. Yeah, we're so excited about this competition that we know who's in it. Okay, here we go. Graham, you're at home. Let's get on with this. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay, it's Carabao Cup final tomorrow, so it's fizzy drink footballers. How tall, Graham the Judge Courtney, is Shandy Bastian Schweinsteiger? Shandy Bastian Schweinsteiger.
The judge.
6'2".
6'2", Perry Groves.
Oh, that's a great guess. I'm going to go just a bit. I'm going to go 6'1".
Oh, 6 foot.
6 foot. We move on. Still 2-2
on aggregate.
0-0 in the game. Dr. Pepper Guardiola. Dr. Pep Guardiola. Perry Groves, how tall is he? Pep Guardiola.
I'm going 5'9".
He's gone 5'9". The judge. See you in court, Courtney.
I interviewed Pep only
All right,
about
Graham,
3 4. I'm going to say 6'1".
5'11". We move on. It's 2-2.
Okay, then. Back with you, Graham, the Judge Courtney. It's still one height could get you into the final at this stage. How tall, Graham, the Judge Courtney, is Jim Madge-Lilton? Jim Madge-Lilton. Totally tropical taste of Jim Madge-Lilton. How tall?
6 foot.
6 foot, Perry.
I was with Jim at Southampton. I'm going to go 5'11".
6'1".
He's Regals it. Perry Groves, how tall is Kieran Dyer Coke? Kieran Dyer Coke.
Kieran Dyer is 5'9".
5'9". Graham, see you in court.
5'8".
Guilty. Set him down. Approach the bench. Silence in court.
Sustained. What a massive point that could be. He's 3-2 up on aggregate with one height to guess. All the pressure on Perry Groves. And Graham, the Judge Courtney, could make his way into the final if he gets this one right. Then, Perry, would there be no chance for Groves? Here we go, Graham, the Judge Courtney. This height to get you through to the final, a competition that began maybe 2 years ago.
Because of your music.
Has kept the only we used because of your music. And here we are now in 2026.
Yeah,
People
thanks
said
for
we
that.
couldn't get there. People said we couldn't get there, and here we are now. How tall to get to the final, Graham the Judge Courtney, is Orangini Wijnaldum. Orangini Wijnaldum. How tall?
How tall is he, Graham?
Genie Wijnaldum is 5'11".
I'm going to go an inch smaller, 5'10".
Oh, he's 5'9".
The judge.
And
See
Groves
you in
is
the
out by
final.
an inch and into the final.
See you in court.
Graham
See you in the
Judge
final.
Courtney.
All right.
Guilty. Send Groves down. Wow. Secret stairs didn't work for Groves today.
My career is complete.
Not yet, it isn't, Graham. There's a final
There's a long way to go. Sounded complacent there, Graham.
And interestingly, Graham, the final is a 25-leg affair. So we look forward to that in 2 weeks' time. The final of How Tall Are They? Perry, how are you?
You know what? I can't believe one of them beaten by Uncle Albert. and 2, the boundary that he's put in there, by the way. I'm going to Cass. I'm going for the Court of Arbitration Sport because he didn't turn up right at the start. I'm trying anything I can.
Wow, this sounds bitter. This is bitter.
This is serious.
Listen,
this is bitter.
If you know one thing about How Tall Are They, we don't have rematches for spurious reasons.
The judge.
We will look. We will understand. We understand, Perry, that you've put in an official appeal. It will go to Tony Cascarino. We'll see what he says, and if he suggests there should be a rematch, maybe for the time being, Graham Courtney is in the final of How Tall Are They. How do you feel, Graham?
Overwhelmed.
Hope we can get that charger working, Graham. What are you on at the moment? How long you been there?
I can't get. I've been here for half an hour and I can't get it to actually burst into life, so I'm going to have to move it along. So
yeah,
it's always the way.
For you
Otherwise,
or for the car? Is it?
No. So it's.
Have you plugged it in the right bit, Graham? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, it's a VWI 7, ID7. So
always.
That's my test car for the week. There we go.
Okay, good stuff.
There we are.
Interesting stuff there from Graham. Thank you so much, chaps. Well played, Graham the Judge.
Okay, thanks, guys. All the best.
There we go.
It really is.
He's so matter of fact, isn't he?
Good.
Well, and it gets onto the serious stuff. I'm driving a VWI 7.
Can't get it to work.
You're in the final.
Can't get it to spark into life.
Oh, good stuff. Producer Reece saying we should do a third place playoff.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
We should.
Because we have to drag it out to the World Cup, so that is a good idea, Reece.
We need a new idea, guys. What should we do? Ahead of the World Cup.
I quite like bringing back auto.
Eat it, Grove, says the Sizzler. Redemption for being knocked out finally. This one says bloody liberals, says Byhorse. I don't know who that. I don't know who's that. What that is related to. Okay. Lord Farquhar says time for the best ever to do it. The goat, the judge. Let's go. There we go. Look, thanks so much. Your reaction to Graham the Judge Courtney
for a competition that we only really started because we enjoyed shouting "guilty, send him down" to that music. The fact that he's got to the final does look slightly dodgy, but it is complete. Been above board, the whole thing. So,
the whole thing's totally above board. And Perry Grove's just an inch out on 2 guesses. And that's cost him. It is Max and Charlie with you on the warm up, brought to you with the good people at Travis Perkins, doing what matters for the trade. Find out more at travisperkins.co.uk or download the app. We'll do some Chelsea in just a second.
And 35 players have been named. Jason Steele has got his first call-up as part of a 5 goalkeeping battalion that also includes James Trafford, Aaron Ramsdale, Jordan Pickford and Dean Henderson. The defenders that have been included, with a bit of surprise maybe for Kayo Tomori. John Stones has been included. Jarrell Quansah is back in the squad. Harry Maguire has got a recall as well. The other defenders, Byrne, Gahey, Hall, Konsa, Livramento, O'Reilly and Jed Spence of Tottenham Hotspur. The midfielders that have been called into the squad include James Garner, who gets a call up for the first time to the England senior squad, Anderson, Bellingham, Henderson, Mainu, who's back in after some good performances under Michael Carrick. We'll see him tonight live on talkSPORT when we bring you Bournemouth against Manchester United. Declan Rice, Morgan Rogers and Adam Wharton. And then the forwards, and there's quite a lot, but there is no room for Ollie Watkins, Bowen, Calvert-Lewin, Eze, Foden, Gordon, Kane, Madueke, Palmer, Rashford, Saka and Solanke. No Watkins in the squad. No Trent Alexander-Arnold in the squad. And actually, Gabby Agbonlaho's last statement before we went to the break was, do we think we're that good that we can afford to not have a Real Madrid right back in a 35-man squad?
Incredible.
I was looking at Trent Alexander-Arnold and his statistics. He's started 7 of the last 8. He's played 3 90 minutes since his return from injury. You were impressed with him, were you, in the game against Manchester City?
I was, both legs. Yes, he had a lot of help from Valverde and other players on that side, but when he was 1v1 with Doku, he done very well. It just baffles me. I get it. Trent is not the best of defenders. I get it.
Everyone knows there are 20 managers in the Premier League, yeah? Well, actually, no. Around 3/4 of them are not managers. The terms manager and head coach are often used interchangeably to describe Premier League bosses, but they're actually two different jobs. So let's explain how and why. For years, fans referred to Mikel Arteta as Arsenal's manager, but I'm afraid technically...
I don't think so, no.
From his first day on the job, he was the Gunners' head coach. Let's pick a random moment in time, February 2025. Only 6 Premier League bosses actually held the official title of manager rather than head coach. Man City's Pep Guardiola, David Moyes of Everton, Ipswich boss Kieran McKenna, Southampton's Ivan Juric, Oliver Glasner at Crystal Palace and Leicester's Ruud van Nistelrooy were the only actual managers of their respective teams. Everyone else? That's right, head coach, including Ruben Amorim at Man United. He took over from Erik ten Hag, a man who had held the title of manager. Might come as a surprise that Amorim's appointment marked the first time ever that Man United had a head coach instead of a manager. But to understand why they made that decision, you also have to get what the difference is between a head coach and a manager. A manager's got a huge range of responsibilities. They're not just in charge of training and player lineups, they're also heavily involved in player sales and transfers. Critical stuff. But a head coach's role is far more focused on team training and performance on the pitch. So whereas Ten Hag was highly involved with decisions around transfers during his tenure, the intention was that Amorim wouldn't be, at least not on the same level. And as the sporting structure at Man United changed under Sir Jim Ratcliffe, people like Sir Dave Brailsford took charge of transfers instead. How all those roles play out in practice may be slightly different at different clubs though. On the other hand, the contracts of actual managers like Pep or Moyes had no limits on their job role and their involvement with transfers and contracts. But those guys are actually in the minority now, and it's a change that's happened pretty quickly. In 2019, there were only 6 head coaches in the Premier League, but by 2025, there were 14. A clear indication that more and more clubs are moving towards a model where the guy in charge is actually only really in charge on the pitch. And the way things are going, it might not be long before all 20 clubs have got head coaches, and the job position of football manager in the top flight is no more.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It is the warm-up on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Do what matters for the trade. Find out more at travisperkins.co.uk or download the app.
Travis.
Yes, Gavi Umbongo Lahore says, quite work, says
It's
Richie
not fizzy,
Flick.
is it? Umbongo isn't fizzy.
No, that's true.
Umbongo's
Tango
flat.
Watara says Gaz.
We're not doing squash footballers or
No, we're
cordial,
not.
footballers.
Capri Sunji High. Sorry, I started already.
Again,
No,
you're onto cordial footballers. Okay.
I'm onto cordial based. Yeah. Tango Watara says Gaz. That was in our thinking. We almost went with that. Someone else has said Tino Liveravimto. We almost went with that.
Almost. You can get fizzy Vimto, but I think it's still a squash based.
Okay, no, I'm not sure. Bazza says Panda Pops the Diop. Yeah, that's nice. Matthew says, here's our next game. Okay, what do you think of this, Charlie?
Yeah.
It's called left foot, right foot header. You play a clip, and the player has to how
like
the goal
this.
was scored.
I've read this. This is
left
good.
foot, right hood.
This is good.
Left foot, right foot header.
Because it has to be simple. It has to be simple to be able to remember to put it together on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, that's
when we've
true.
forgotten to talk about it all week. But you can take goals. We can take goals from the week that have appeared on talkSPORT. And you could
but we might know them. Is it for?
No, it's not us.
No,
So we'll do a league system again.
Left foot, right foot header.
I like it. But was it a left foot, a right foot, or was it a header?
But it's quite easy if someone says,
and he scored it with curls it with his left foot. Yeah, it's quite easy, isn't it? Too easy. Too easy. Nearly. Good idea.
Yeah. Well, I know. Let's give it a go. We'll give it a go. See how it goes. Anyway, 7 Up a Meccano. 7 Up a Meccano.
I quite like that. That's
nice.
good.
Yeah.
A 7 Up on holiday. That's a nice thing, isn't it? They still an old school 7 Up, not the ones with Spartamin in, because but the old school ones with proper sugar in the pool. Right. You're 10 years old. Yeah. Your dad's got you a 7 Up from the bar. Oh, what a lovely holiday.
Everton play Chelsea today, 5:30 kickoff in the Premier League. Let's do some Chelsea with Dave Dave Chidgey from the Chelsea Fancast podcast, part of the TalkSport Fan Network. Dave, you okay?
Hello, Dave.
Good morning, Max. Good morning, Charlie.
Good morning, Dave.
It is very nice to talk to you, Dave. How are you feeling? I said this a bit earlier in the show. I'm really upset that I was off last week when when Liam Rossini went on about respecting the ball. It's such I just really, really enjoyed it. But it's not been a vintage week for your lot, I guess.
It's been a great week, Max, hasn't it? I mean, getting stuffed by PSG, Enzo Fernandez thinking he's off in the summer, everybody taking the mick out Rossini. Of course, there's the sanctions from the Premier League, which all the other clubs think we should be cancelled. Basically, everybody hates Chelsea. We're back.
I thought it was quite light, Dave. Didn't you?
Oh yeah, maybe. I mean, look. I mean, you could do like 3 hours on the semantics of this, which I'm obviously not going to do. But the reality is, as a supporter, it's absolutely not in your control. I mean, we don't know why the Premier League do what they do. I genuinely feel for Everton and Forest and Villa fans, particularly Villa, because of the PR constraints. But there's nothing I can do about what the Premier League do. And, all the people saying, they've got to put an asterisk on the trophies. The thing is, I was there for all of that. I enjoyed it in the moment, and you can't take that away.
Thanks for saying asterisk.
It would be fun if you did 3 hours and people were like, I thought Brighton were playing Liverpool and it's just Dave. Dave's going.
Yeah. As long as you didn't make me dance with you while I was doing it, that's probably the key.
I think Liam's good at distracting from trying to take the pressure off his players. I'm assuming that's what he's trying to do. I'm assuming he's taking the pressure off his players by putting the pressure on him. Unfortunately for him, when you do that, all the pressure goes on you. And then it's difficult to do your job.
Look, I really feel for him. I mean, we were talking last week, weren't we, Charlie? And I said, look, he's clearly a lovely guy. He's probably a talented coach. He's very young. He's relatively inexperienced. He shouldn't really be at a club like Chelsea, but because of the circumstances, he is. But I agree with you. I think he's exactly trying to do that, take the pressure off the players, and there's clearly a lot of pressure on them. I think, look, Tuchel doing his presses this week really shines a light on the difference between the kind of managers that Chelsea used to have and what they've got now. And I feel for him, and he's doing the best he can. And, I hope it works out, but I'm not entirely sure it will, to be honest.
Yeah. I suppose what do you think you mean by I hope it works out? And what do you think the Chelsea board would mean by it working out? What would it working out mean?
Well, that's a good question, Max, because frankly, I don't see it working out with the way that the board are running it at the moment. I mean, the model that they've implemented, where they just buy young players, is I don't know anybody in football, football pundits, football supporters, you name it, journalists who think that this is a model that's going to work. You don't compete for titles like the Premier League or the Champions League without experienced players and leaders, and they just seem abjectly refusing to do that, and that's why I don't think it will work.
But isn't the point that if you give them long enough, they become experienced and probably earlier than they would have? Because because they're getting more game time when they're younger. Isn't that the model?
Yeah, but they don't learn while they're doing it, and that's the point. I mean, Joe Cole was brilliantly eloquent on this after the PSG game. Is the fact that when you've got young players, if you've got a few experienced players and leaders in the team, they help them to learn on the job quicker. Now, I take your point. We could wait and wait and wait, but supporters are notoriously impatient, aren't they? I mean, people of my age group, I'm in my 60s, why should I have to wait 5 years before we get back to where we were 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's true. I mean, I suppose people in their 20s will go, it's all right, you've got a whole life to live. Dave's, so you've still got a few years left, Dave.
I
think I might croak on for a few years.
They'll say, you've seen it. You've had your fun.
Don't be so selfish.
Sit down. Give your season ticket up.
Yeah, exactly. Give me your season ticket.
Get out of the housing market. Free up some housing, for goodness sake. That's the sort of thing that young people
can't argue with that, Charlie, can I?
Yeah, it's such an interesting, and what's interesting as well is just how notoriously impatient the Chelsea board used to be.
Yeah,
and I guess they got rid of Maresca pretty quickly. So, but the point is, managers we all know managers need time.
Yeah,
and players do need some time. But I suppose the feeling is it wouldn't take that much experience to make this side brilliant.
No, I mean, I agree. I think, by luck or design, they've actually got some pretty talented players. But again, a decent, experienced goalkeeper, a decent, really experienced centre-back would really, really help this team. And again, that's what everybody's been saying. I mean, it's quite bizarre, isn't it? Because, they're going through managers at the same kind of rate that Roman Abramovich did, but without the success, which somewhat undermines their idea that everybody has to wait for this success and they're building to something. If you really thought that was the case, you would have thought that they would have stuck with some of these managers. But, I don't know. It's all rather mad. I just sit here as a supporter and, feel really powerless, Max.
Yeah, that's what happens.
No, we're all powerless, I suppose.
We are.
And I suppose then it's trying to... And I suppose because you've won so much, it's hard... if the expectations of the club, like you're not in a bad spot, and like people will limp to those Champions League spots. Yeah. It feels like that. Villa aren't going great. Liverpool aren't. Man United, there's no guarantees they've been on a good run, right? It doesn't feel like you can't. It doesn't feel like you need too much to qualify. But then what's the point, I guess, if you aren't going to really push?
Well, exactly that. And I think that the depth of a lot of supporters' anger is really. This was not an organic situation. The sanctioning of the club and the way that the owners were put in was definitely not organic. So we were we'd won the European Cup. We were the World Club champions when all this happened. So to go from there to this, it's really hard to take, actually.
Yeah.
If like, we all know that there's kind of a cyclical nature to football. If we'd just fallen off through a natural kind of scheme of things, and I think it would have been a bit different, but this seems very forced and unnecessary and therefore a bit unfair.
I suppose the charges say that and what they would say is, and Spurs fans might say, that you did win all those things, you did win the leagues, and that sort of stuff, but with a financially doped side, and that's what they've said. So, Spurs came up short by, I think it was 2 points or 3 points. They might have won the league that season.
I mean, if anybody thinks that Spurs would have won anything, they're even more deluded than I am. Charlie,
they were second. They were second. I can't remember which year it was, but they were second that year. And
it's when Leicester won it, wasn't it? And
they actually came third in that. They came third in that two-horse race.
Yeah.
They came third in a two-horse race, right, Max?
Yes, correct. Yeah, that is correct.
I mean, look, as I said, I can't do anything about that. And I mean, if you talk to a City fan, they'd probably say the same. I mean, I generally feel sorry for clubs like Newcastle and Villa who are being constrained by PSR, but they're giving it up, aren't they, next season, PSR? They're changing it, as far as I'm aware. So, I mean,
other shows do the detail.
Yeah,
Dave.
we just go, they did that at some point, didn't they? I think that was what happened, something like that.
It was a bit of a stretch for me. It is Saturday morning after all, so you know. But
Dave, big chat on the WhatsApp group at the moment is we can't work out if on the screen you are on a green screen or if that is your back.
It is, yeah, it is, because otherwise, if I didn't have this up here, you would see all of my seedlings from my allotment growing, which I know you two would probably find interesting, but not everybody.
How are they? How are they going?
How are they getting on?
They're doing good, Max. They're doing good. The cabbages.
You're playing the youth. They're playing the seedlings, Dave. You know, perhaps bring in some old plants.
I'm building. I'm building for something better, Charlie. But the thing is that my building will come to. Look, this will come to fruition in the summer. I'm not going to have to wait 5 years for this stuff.
You're complaining about the Chelsea owners. You're doing the same thing. Just got seedlings there and a nursery out the back garden.
I love the idea. If Charlie, you're suggesting you just need to put, if you plant one experienced cabbage,
he will. They'll show you the way. They'll show you the way there at the back.
Yeah, but look, the difference is they've got a really experienced, talented manager growing them and nurturing them. That's the difference.
Of course. Thank you, Dave. Have a good day.
Thank you, Dave.
Pleasure, guys, as always.
Dave Chidgey there from the Chelsea Fancast podcast. That's a really funny idea. It's just one wizened old cabbage. They'll learn from it.
They'll learn from that cabbage, and they'll know what not to do.
Marcus Speller for the Football Ramble will join us in just a second. We'll do some more Premier League stuff.
Is Eze England's best option now at number 10?
Oh.
No.
I think you've got so many options. I mean, I would say nay at the moment, yeah.
For who?
Well, you're looking at, there's so many players can play in there, aren't there? Well, Andy Sanders has just said Rodgers should be better on the left, but he can also play on number 10. You've got Bellingham, who, look, whatever season he's had, he does turn up for the big games. He can play in big games. Would he be in front of Eze? Look, Eze scored a cracking goal the other night. There's no doubt in that. And he's banged one in the FA Cup the other day. He's starting to score a few more goals, which is very important. But I'll still I don't think he'll be in that starting number 10.
No, Bellingham for me. You can't ignore Bellingham's talent, and people who do really need to take a look at themselves.
But Eze, he's putting pressure. He's putting pressure on himself. Don't get me wrong. He's putting pressure on there.
Jude Bellingham doesn't get the credit he deserves for the career he's had already.
He's a young lad.
Because he rates himself. People hate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can be confident in your own ability.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can be overconfident, but you still got to be confident. You ain't going to be a player if you're not confident going forward.
Do you remember when you'd interview with Thomas Tuchel when he was like, my mother finds him repulsive? I was like,
I don't.
Did you come back from that?
He's not scared to leave one out, Tuchel, though. He ain't going to just pick you for the sake of it. That's what I like about the manager. Because sometimes you can pick people because their reputation and this, that, and that, whatever, but he won't do that. Tuchel will go, right, whoever deserves to play will play.
Yeah.
Is Saka guaranteed to start? Your name?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I think he would definitely start on that right-hand side, yes.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology. How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Morning all. Warm up on talkSPORT. Max Ross and Charlie Baker here until launch with Travis Perkins for the latest big trade deals. Head to travisperkins.co.uk or download the app. Do we have theme music for Marcus Speller? Have we ever?
I don't know if we've ever done it.
Been on enough.
He's been on. No.
Okay, we do apparently. We do. It's okay, Charlie.
we
We've got
do.
it. We've got it. Okay, this is exciting. Time now to look ahead to today's action with Enterprise Rent a Car.
Destination football
Wonder what
on
it is.
talkSPORT with Enterprise Rent a Car. Whatever it is, we're here for it.
I put a spell on you.
Speller on you.
Marcus, spell on you. You better stop the thing you do.
Yeah.
Hey, Marcus.
Morning, gentlemen. Always a pleasure.
How are you?
Very well, yourself?
Yeah, really good. Really
Marcus Speller, actually, we did come up with a game for Marcus, didn't we? That Marcus was involved with, which was a Spellathon, wasn't it? Which was people had to spell footballers' names, and Marcus was they were up against Marcus.
Okay, Marcus.
Who's
how do you spell?
Who's the best speller?
Yeah,
Here do we go, Marcus. How do you spell Danny Pugh? Pugh.
Nice, good.
Just
good luck.
Pew, or do you want the Danny as well?
Wow.
No, just the Pew, please.
Pew.
Yeah, he's not a Portuguese Danny, so that would be too
Oh,
traditional.
right, okay.
Pew is P-U-G-H, I believe.
Correct.
Nice, good
Hey,
shout.
Charlie, how do
You've
you
given me-
spell?
You've given me a
Charlie,
nice one.
Yes.
how do you spell Jan Venegor of Hesselink?
Can I have a go or not? Can someone check it?
Yeah, sure.
Jan.
Okay, yeah.
Is it Vanagor or Venegor? I'm going to go Venegor. Venegor.
Mm-hmm.
O-F. H-E-S-S-E-L-L-I-N-K.
Oh, incorrect. There's
What
two
did I get
N's and one L.
Oh, that's
But
where I
pretty
got wrong.
good.
Pretty good go, though, wasn't it?
It's
If
a
you
fun
saw it on
game,
the back
it's a
of
fun
someone's
game.
shirt as I spelt it, you'd be like,
Yeah.
that's about it. That was probably right. Anyway, it's not
This
bad,
is what-
Max.
Enterprise Rent a Car, delighted with this is what we're doing during our section. Tell you what, Marcus, if you don't
Spell
mind, can we do a
Ford
bit
Focus.
can we do a bit of Carabao Cup final? I don't know.
Oh, I'd love to.
Do you want to talk about the Carabao Cup final? But I think it's quite interesting, the discussions about whether this matters because there's a trophy or whether it matters for the psychology of the title race. And perhaps that is less relevant given Arsenal's lead now. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really lovely to hear that kind of chat. When you support a club, as I do, have never won a major trophy, the chat is, is it about a trophy or is it a psychological battle? I'd call them the elite clubs. I think that if you wanted to talk about the psychological battle and all that kind of business, which I think is a fair talking point, I'm going to sound probably like most people here. I think it is bigger for Arsenal, because Manchester City, lest we forget, are up to their arms in domestic trophies under Pep Guardiola. I did say domestic trophies there. Arsenal, of course, under Arteta, have only won the solitary FA Cup, and it feels like so long ago. You have to remind yourself of that very different period in Arteta's time managing Arsenal. Of course, I think if Arsenal win this trophy, I think, despite the lead they have, I think they go on to win the league without a doubt. I still think they do win the league, but I think this puts it beyond doubt, because the idea of them not being able to get over the line and so on and so forth, I just think the confidence and everything that it will give them. If Manchester City were to win it, I think that would put a real cat among the pigeons. So, yes, there is a psychological battle here. Of course, only time will tell, but I think it is more of I think the psychology of it will show more, if you like, if Arsenal win the trophy.
I think Arsenal.
So we need that as a
I
neutral.
just think Arsenal are so good defensively that in a one-off game, I think they'll just be able to shut up shop and win it 1-0. I just think their defence is so good. You see that in Europe. So many goals this week. So many goals this week in Europe on aggregate and in the games. Yeah. But just Arsenal just doing these 1-0, 2-0s, just getting through it, getting over the line. And that's because their defence and their goalkeeper is so good. We've seen the importance of goalkeepers this week.
Oh, Rye's been magnificent this season. But also, the other thing to remember is it's Eberechi Eze season. This is where he really comes to his own, as Palace fans will tell you. We've already seen him score a couple of belters, particularly that one against Bayer Leverkusen. Oh, my goodness, what a delicious goal that was. So
good.
he can produce moments now that can win cup finals again, as Palace fans are all too aware of. So
for England, hopefully, Marcus.
Now you're talking, Charlie. Now you're talking. Don't get me sidetracked here. So yes, I agree with you. If I was going to give you a prediction, which you haven't asked for, but I'll voluntarily give you one, I can see a 1 or 2-0 Arsenal here.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, let's look at the bottom of the table then. So today Leeds play Brentford. They're 3 points clear of the drop zone. Then tomorrow you've got Spurs Forest, which is just absolutely enormous, and West Ham going to Aston Villa. Marcus, come Sunday, as they sit down to watch the Carabao Cup final, who of those four do you think will be happiest?
Yes, it's a good question. I think Leeds United will have no doubt, despite where Brentford are in the league, and of course Everton play Chelsea as well. So in terms of European spots, Brentford are very much in the conversation, incredibly, considering how many people wrote them off before a ball had even been kicked this season. Brentford will have targeted this game as 3 points, but so will Leeds. And with Dominic Calvert-Lewin with a spring in his step, I think Leeds might get something out of this game. To be honest, even a point, when all's said and done, come Sunday at 4:30, may well see Leeds fans being that little bit more comfortable. I think it's a tall order for West Ham to go to Villa. However, Spurs and Forest is where really you're looking at, because I think West Ham away to Villa is it's a tricky one. I was at the Spurs stadium when they beat Atletico 3-2 on the night, and there was a bit of positivity in that stadium that we haven't seen for a while. And with that point at Anfield as well, a lot of Spurs fans were saying, but with that point at Anfield, it certainly gave them a little bit of positivity, because I don't want to put words in your mouth, Max, but perhaps like you, I was very much, from a neutral point of view, saying, get old Harry Redknapp in there. Cheltenham's finished. They need some good vibes. Get him in there, for crying out loud, because this is really, really quite depressing, really, for Spurs. But that point at Anfield and that game against Atletico, there is just a little bit of flicker of something. And so I think Nottingham Forest may well be sitting down to that cup final thinking, that was a missed opportunity. We're in a bit of trouble here. West Ham, again, away to Aston Villa. I think you can understand if they don't get anything out of that game. But I think Spurs and Leeds might be thinking, we're a little bit more relaxed than the other two.
I don't want to think about it. It's too stressful. I think you're right. I saw you want to sit.
The power of revenge, though, is a strong power, and Nuno Espirito Santo will just want the revenge of sending both those clubs down.
Yeah, true. Blimey, you forget his time at Spurs, don't you? I do get that, and I'm not saying West Ham are for the drop, but I think Spurs, ideal scenario, quite clear, is they can sit down at 4:30 thinking, right, lovely afternoon, come on, Man City, and I think they might just edge it against Forest. I think Forest's lack of goal scoring is a problem, whereas Xavi Simons was playing like a man possessed against Atletico. If he can just bottle a little bit of that for this game against Forest, I think Spurs will edge it.
For your Fulham fan, Marcus, is Fulham Burnley the first completely pointless game of the season?
How dare you? Both are very respectable football clubs. Thank you very much. And Burnley are mathematically in a relegation battle. I understand your question, though. Fulham have this habit of playing against sides of equal or slightly lesser ability at home and kind of just overlooking them. It's usually Marco Silva thinking, yeah, lads, we'll probably be fine. I've got my eyes on the bigger team we're playing in a couple of weeks' time. And then they get beaten at home by, I don't know, whether it's West Ham the other week or Everton, although Everton, you might say, are slightly better. Yeah, I'm going to this game, and I want a lovely afternoon in the sunshine by the Thames, if that's too much to ask. But Burnley, look, if Burnley win this game, if they were to win, go with me, with the other sides, Spurs playing Forest, it is possible Burnley find themselves 6 points from safety after today. Now, you put it like that, yes, I think it's still a bit of a tall order, but they're still fighting.
So I like the idea, Marcus. I like the idea, Marcus, that Marco Silva's the first manager to say, we're taking it 2 or 3 games at a time. We know we've got Burnley, but we've also got this one in a week. And so, like, because I know they are all doing that. But I'd love Marco Silva to say that, this one's fine. And we'll just look at the next one, really.
He thought that about Southampton in the Cup, and out we went. Oh, dear. Still frustrated about that.
Hey, Marcus, always nice to chat.
That was
Thanks for
really
coming
lovely.
on.
What a lovely conversation about football.
Thank you, Joe.
It was nice. Yeah, good stuff. Marcus Speller there.
Thank you, Marcus.
And from the Football Ramble and the Goal Show, amongst other things.
Oh, yeah.
That was a look ahead to some of the players that we feel be here for it. The excellent people of Enterprise Rent-A-Car. We love them dearly.
Destination Football on talkSPORT with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk.
How do you feel that Jamie's wearing your mask? How do you feel about that?
I can't even see him. I can't see him.
I haven't got the mask on. I haven't got the mask on.
Fully
I
got
can't
it
see
on.
it.
Breathing in there, the lot.
Do you know what? All I can say is I wish I had the mask on now.
To be fair, you look like Ange.
It's just who we are, mate.
Your team play like
Seriously
Ange.
though, mate.
Is this it? Can we end it now?
mate. You've turned into a meme club, you are.
Can
You're
we
a
end
meme
this
club.
interview now?
No.
Hold on. Say that again.
You've turned into a meme football club.
I remember it. I mean, the last week, I don't think I've ever known a week like it, right? So you go back to Wednesday of last week and 74 minutes on the clock, and you think about what's happened. Conceded 5 goals in 30 minutes.
Slap.
Jesus Christ. Listen,
has anyone seen Candy? Dennis Wise?
Right, okay, hold on.
Solar.
Yeah, hold on.
Who's that?
No, leave it, man. Leave it. No, you'll sweat. No, I'm doing something. No.
But did you think you would come from 3-0 down? Did he think he'd come from 3-0 down?
He was confident. It was encouraging signs, he said.
You're
Encouraging signs.
PSG?
I'm a United fan.
He's a bloody United fan.
Fan.
Don't sweat.
Come on, boys. Listen, at the end of the day.
Hold on, who are you playing in the Champions League?
Let me ask you a question. Who's going to play next year? Who's going to play next year?
Champions League. I'm getting sick of United fans.
Doesn't Wimbledon already have the? I mean,
It has I just asked Will about that, actually. We should probably get him into it to explain
What does
it.
that
But
mean?
he said there's already VAR, which I knew about that. And you have...
Is it for pushing?
No,
Is it for pushing and
offside?
handball?
They're bringing offside into tennis, which feels very odd. No, it's going to be unlimited amount of challenges on an umpire's call. Wow, how boring.
Unlimited?
Let's ruin another sport.
Unlimited challenges. They just challenge every point they lose.
Crazy.
That is such a terrible idea. Have they not seen how
Awful.
bad VAR
Ruin
is in football?
There we are.
Oh, wow. Could we make tennis worse?
How do we make tennis? How do we make tennis less popular as a sport?
Yeah. Macca in Hexham says, I just back from my daughter's footy match this morning, catching up via YouTube. For some reason, I had to rewind all the way back to the Go Get It.
you can do that,
Otherwise, the whole tawdry experience would not be complete. What's wrong with me? Says Macca.
Wow, go get it.
Stephen says, I didn't realise Graham Courtney was an electric car geek. Replay required, please. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There we are. We
I will
just
say
want
Graham
petrol.
Courtney did less for electric car sales there than the whole fuel problem in the Straits of Hormuz.
James says, morning, chaps.
Yes.
It's taken a couple of years. I've just realised how clever and funny Charlie was.
Wow, that's nice.
That Chelsea seedling comparison was comedy gold. Keep making the nation smile, boys, says Jimmy.
Surprised
There you
myself.
go.
Yeah, yeah,
We've got another one. We get them slowly.
One more
I really
to the
like-
list.
Exactly.
You are on the list.
Well done. I enjoyed also the, we talked to Dave Chidgey.
Oh, yeah, we did, yeah.
Chelsea fan, complaining about Chelsea. Classic boomer, says this text. Bought a house for the cost of a pint, free education. Now moaning because his football club haven't won a trophy for Czech's notes. 9 months.
Come on now.
And Stuart, the commentary fan, says, okay, last one I promised, Bakery lasagna. I do not know what that's
good.
connected to, but we welcome it all the same. Let's look at the latest odds ahead of today's action with William Hill.
In the Zone on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Final One Standing from William Hill. 18 plus gambleaware.org. Terms and conditions apply.
Phelps!
I need somebody.
Phelps!
Not just anybody.
Phelps!
You know I need someone.
Welcome, Lee Phelps.
How are you doing? Great show today. I've been laughing away ever since. And I've got to say, I think one of the... I couldn't believe... I got Sylvan Dustbin, by the way. Everyone got that.
nice,
but Jimmy Floyd Bottlebank, that is like...
really good.
I don't think you get any better than that. Full stop.
It's got a little
I
bit of
think you're
Boaty
right.
McBoatface about it for me, but a council will now say you can name our bottle banks, and Jimmy Floyd Bottle Bank will be a bottle bank somewhere in the
Probably
UK.
right. In Middlesbrough, in Leeds, in southwest London, all across the Netherlands. It'll be Jimmy Floyd Bottle Bank, and it'll be his face with his mouth wide open, and you can put the bottles in there.
Green glass only.
Really good idea. Jimmy, we could have made Jimmy Floyd Bottle Bank a millionaire because of this. Anyway, where should we start? Final one standing. Or what's happening with that, Lee?
Yeah, it was a difficult weekend last weekend with all those draws. So lots of players went out. New jackpot starts at 3 p.m. today, as usual. Free to play, £20,000 in the pot. Pick a Premier League team to win. If they do, you go through. If they don't, you don't. We've got one game that started in game week 20 of the Premier League. Another £20,000 pot for grabs. 2 players left going into this weekend. They've gone.
Who've they got for? Who've they got, Dean?
They've gone for Newcastle to
right.
beat Sunderland, which is a strong pick, isn't it? And Fulham to beat Burnley. So I don't think either of those are absolutely. But it's a difficult week again. When you look at the fixtures, it is a tough week to pick from. So
I don't think Newcastle beat Sunderland.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, no.
They've bumped me and Barry for that. Do you think that's what's
It's a big
more
game.
important
It's a
in
good
the
game. Huge
football
game.
in the footballing world, right? In football in Britain, what is bigger, Newcastle v Sunderland or me and Barry on talkSPORT?
Great
What do you
Britain.
think?
Yeah, we take more bets on Newcastle Sunderland from a William.
Is that
Hill.
right?
Yeah, than you and Barry. Yeah.
Fair enough. And on the footballer game, I thought you'd take it as on guess the attendance. You'd be taking absolutely bin loads of money for that. Okay, then we've got 4 games in the Premier League today. Tell us all about them, Lee.
Yeah, I mean, look, you guys have been speaking a lot about Liverpool visit to Brighton, haven't you? Brighton are 2-1, Liverpool 23-20, the draw 5-2. There's a few teams like Liverpool, like Chelsea, Man United were the same last night, who are just a touch of odds against in games where you might expect in previous seasons they'd be odds on. So we're expecting them to be popular in ACCAs. We've got an epic boost in the Liverpool game. It's Liverpool to score in the first half, even money from odds on. Scored first in the first half against Spurs, against Galatasaray. They've done it in both games against Brighton this season, which they won. One of those was Hugo Ekitike after 46 seconds. You don't need that. Just in the first 45 minutes, we'll get you a winner on the Liverpool epic boost. Depends what team turn up, doesn't it, with Liverpool? I mean, I think listening earlier on, it's Galatasaray at the end of the day. Are Brighton better than Galatasaray at their place? It's hard to say. So I wouldn't be looking at it, in terms of strong bet on Liverpool, but I can understand why lots of people will be putting them into ACCAs today.
There are so many years where if you'd asked, are Brighton better than Galatasaray, people would look at you like you're completely mad. In like 1991.
They were in Division 4 playing.
What are you talking about?
Why are you asking that question?
What a question.
John, I want to ask about the Carabao Cup final and the relegation odds.
Yeah,
Can I ask you those questions?
Yeah, of course.
Who's going to win?
Yeah.
Who's going to win the Carabao Cup, Lee?
Well, Arsenal are the favourites, not surprisingly, but 13-10, so probably a bit bigger than you'd expect to see them, generally in the Premier League. Obviously against Man City. City are 21-10. That's to win in 90 minutes. As far as lifting the trophy, Arsenal are odds on 4-6. That takes in extra time and penalties, of course. Man City 11-10. A fascinating game, isn't it? It's just, again, it depends which City. If Pep tries to shut up shop and play them at their own game, then I think probably Arsenal come out on top. If City just have a go at Arsenal, it'll be fascinating to see how Arsenal respond to that. We've got, it's a massive game, obviously, 4:30 tomorrow. We've got Bet Builder. 50% winnings boost on that one, by the way. So if you get a winner on your bet builders, then you get paid out 50% extra as well.
If City shut up shop as well, the odds on it being an absolutely terrible football match.
Well, I was looking at the finals.
Both taking it to pens from minute
I was
one.
looking at the finals. I think over the last 10, only 4 have seen 3 or more goals. And City have been responsible for 2 of those. They beat Villa 2-1. They beat Arsenal 3-0 back in 2018. So not many of these finals do have lots of goals in them.
And what about the relegation odds, Lee?
Yeah, the other thing to remember, what you guys have been talking about in terms of what's the kind of, is it more important to win a trophy or the rest of the season? Remember, Liverpool were at this stage, weren't they? Where the quadruple was being talked about. They win, you win the League Cup, and then suddenly you kind of you start to falter a little bit. There's something about winning that trophy that maybe you hit a bit of a peak too early in the season. So I'll be fascinated. If Arsenal do win, I'll be fascinated to see how they respond to that. Relegation, we've taken Wolves and Burnley out of the betting now because they were so short. West Ham, 6-4 favourites. Tottenham, 7-4. Forest, 5-2. Then Leeds, 11-2, which, if results go against Leeds this weekend, that price might look a little big. Absolutely fascinating, isn't it? All the games to come over the next the next 12 hours, 24 hours. Just going to be unbelievable. It must be so nervy at this time of season.
Yeah.
But waiting to see what Leeds do tonight against Brentford. I think Leeds, I know that cliche about them being under the lights. I think there is something in that. Elland Road, I'm based in West Yorkshire. Elland Road does have a life of its own, especially, for these games under the lights. Brentford, if they're just a little bit off, absolute full pelt, then Leeds might be able to get one over on them. And you got Dominic Calvert-Lewin, of course, playing after being called up to the England squad.
Oh yeah.
He scored plenty of goals this season. You got Igor Thiago, who's been called up to the Brazil squad for the first time. 19 goals this season. Is it unbelievable this season he's been? So you got 2 of the best goal scorers in the division as well going head to head tonight, which I'm looking forwed to.
There was a lovely video of Igor Thiago's family all dancing around when he made the squad. Really nice. It looked like it's 1 million people in that room going, yes.
That Brazil shirt, that Brazil number 9 shirt, or the striker shirt, is really up for grabs. There's no one laying a claim to it, isn't it? It's all up for grabs now.
Well, if Richarlison plays like last Sunday, that would be good. Anything else, Lee? Bit of racing?
Yeah, a bit of racing. We've got plenty of racing going on today. We're obviously in the middle ground between Cheltenham and Aintree, which is always great. So there's plenty going on. We've got epic boosts on the racing. Got good cards at Newbury as well. The epic boost is Charisma in the Kelso 210 to finish in the first 2. Even money from 2 to 5. You've got a free bet on the racing if you have a bet. Free bet on your football accas if you place one on the app as well. Plenty to go at. All the epic boosts available as well. So should be a cracking day of sport.
Brilliant.
Thank you, Lee. Have a lovely day.
Lee.
Thank you.
Cheers, Lee.
That was the latest odds brought to you by Final One Standing from William Hill. Terms and conditions apply. 18+. Gambleaware.org.
In the Zone on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Final One Standing from William Hill. 18 plus gambleaware.org. Terms and conditions apply.
You feel that Arne Slot is getting his excuses in early before they meet PSG?
I just think that ultimately Liverpool have had a great result and well done them. And you know, people suggesting that Arne Slot was under pressure for this game, they come out and smashed Galatasaray.
Right.
Fantastic. But I don't like managers building in some comfort zone into... There's no need to build up PSG as a boogeyman. There's every suggestion that you shouldn't be sitting there on television like I was advocating for a moment ago saying, we're going to smash PSG, because I know that puts you as a hostage to fortune.
Right.
But there's no need to start building in how good PSG are, what they are and what they're not. Who cares? How good are you and what do you do? And there's no need to build in the fact that you're playing Brighton on Saturday at 12:30, because, by the way, Brighton haven't got the same sort of squad as you got.
All right.
So,
I mean,
come
but
on.
surely last night against Galatasaray, it was a near perfect performance. Is that not what Liverpool fans worldwide have been calling out for? And is it going to go anyway to calming the Slot sceptics, of whom there are many? Ian, big Liverpool fan, you're first up again. What would you like to say? Good morning.
Hi lads, okay?
Good,
yeah,
Ian.
I totally agree with Simon. He's getting like a buffer in place there before we play them. He shouldn't be saying things like that. We should just we're playing PSG. They're a good side. They won it last year, but at the end of the day, you know, we're Liverpool Football Club, and what we've got to do is just get at them and the same type of tempo we played last night. That's what we need even more. So I totally agree with Simon. Sometimes in some of his language he says on the interviews, it does sound like he's getting his excuses in early, and it gets on my nerves. You know, he fails to realise he's managing one of the biggest clubs in the world.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football. Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How would you get to that conclusion?
That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Let's go live to the seat next to Charlie, for there is always time for time difference. And here's your host, Reese, the Lock Lock.
Don't knock the lock.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are we?
Morning, Reese.
Yeah, good. Thanks.
Good stuff. We're going to start.
No need for the
we're not gonna
pleasantries.
start
Let's
with-
get
No,
on
we're
with
going to
it.
get straight on with it. We're going to go to Jeff first, though. We're going to go to Jeff first, though.
Jeff,
So we've had 10 time differences between Max and Charlie this year. Charlie has won the last 2 and leads 6-4 overall.
Get in. An unassailable lead.
Let's focus. Come on, Max. Let's focus.
We
Not been
start-
taking this seriously.
We start with
I
last
should be.
night's live and exclusive TalkSport coverage of Bournemouth 2, Manchester United 2. But can you tell me what minute did Junior Krupi score the equaliser? Start with Max.
81.
Charlie?
Which game was it, please, Reese?
Last night's Bournemouth 2, Man United 2.
All right, okay, yeah. The equaliser.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. He got sent off in the 79th. And I think the goal was scored in the 81st. So I think Max is correct. So I can't say the same thing. So I'm going to have to say 82.
Let's hear how it sounded.
Krupi steps up, right-footed. The goalkeeper stands strong, goes the wrong way. Krupi slams it into the net.
It was the 81st minute.
First minute.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty tight. Must be close. Do you know what the scores are, Jeff? You had time to work that out?
It's Max 0, Charlie 1.
Wow.
Okay, good stuff. Here we go.
Fantastic. Our second goal comes from the live TalkSport 2 coverage of Midtjylland against Nottingham Forest. But can you tell me what minute Ryan Yates scored for Nottingham Forest?
Oh, good, yeah.
That's Charlie.
Absolutely. Of course I can. No problem at all. No problem at all.
In fact, there's nothing he doesn't know any better
Spell
than
Midtjylland,
the scores
Max, while
of
I'm
goals.
spell Midtjylland, Max, while I'm
MYTELLAND.
No, there's a D and a J.
A D and a J in there. There's all sorts in there. The DJ in there. It's DJ Jeff Peters.
There's a DJ in there. Sorry. M-Y Bruno Brooks. TELLAND.
Wow, you had a whole lot of 80s and 70s DJs to choose from there, Max, and you managed to dodge.
okay.
You managed to dodge all bullets. I think. Which goal is it?
Ryan Yates.
Ryan Yates. Oh yeah. 84th minute.
Max.
I mean, I've no idea. So I just think it's a lot. It's too risky to say anything, but go on then. 70th minute.
Let's hear how it sounded.
Yates with a left-footed shot from the edge of the area. That is a net buster.
Yeah, it doesn't sound late. Didn't sound late.
Early, doesn't
It's the 52nd.
Yeah, bad, Baker, bad. That was awful.
Jeff?
So Max 18 minutes out is on 18 and Charlie is 32 minutes out and is on 33. The gap is 15 with 3 to go. Max leads.
Okay, still plenty of time. Always time.
Goal 3, Liverpool versus Galatasaray, live on TalkSport on Wednesday night. But can you tell me what minute Dominic Szoboszlai scored the most important goal?
Oh, yeah.
That's Max.
Where was Szoboszlai's goal? Which one was that one? So the first one?
Possibly.
I think it was the first one. 28.
Yeah, I think
Charlie?
I think you're about right there, Max. Try and chip away at it. 34.
Let's hear how it sounded.
Right footed from the edge of the penalty area. He's in, and it is Liverpool's man of the moment, their best player this season, Dominic Szoboszlai.
Yeah.
Regals, mate. It's 25.
25. Wrong way. Wow. Jim Proudfoot, he'll be nervous to talk here away at Dagenham and Redbridge today with our new manager, and we welcome Jimmy Ball to the club. Good luck.
Hello, Jimmy Ball.
Respect the ball. Everyone will be crowding around him all the whole game. Go on, Jeff.
So Max 3 minutes out onto 21, Charlie 9 minutes out onto 42, 21 the gap, 2 to go.
I did say before this started, Reese, I have no idea about any goals.
That's all right. You can't be to blame. You can't be expected to watch football this week, Charlie.
Game's not about
Salford
research.
at home today. Salford at home for us today, Charlie.
good
We need got a decent point of Walsall, but we need a point. We need the points. Because the top 2 are stretching away. Got to get away from Notts County. Go away, Notts County.
They always fall apart. Oh, Jeff's yawning.
Tuesday evening, Arsenal against Leverkusen, live on TalkSport. But can you tell me what minute did Declan Rice score?
Who's that?
That is Charlie.
Who's that for?
Which game is it?
Arsenal against Leverkusen from Tuesday evening in the Champions League live on
I
TalkSport.
watched this.
Good finish, wasn't it?
It was a hell of a finish. I think it took a tiny deflection off someone's foot, but it was
I'm
a
not
good
sure it
finish. 81st minute.
Max?
Was it that late? Is it that late?
Well, that's the game, isn't it? I've got that wrong. So.
We'll find out.
I don't know. 75. Can't remember.
Let's hear how it sounded.
Great finish.
Rice coming
How did
forward.
it sound?
Right footed effort. Oh, and it's in.
And it's in.
That'll be that.
Took it 63rd minute.
Third. And that'll be that in the 63rd minute.
Jeff?
And that might be that. Max, 12 minutes out onto 33. Charlie, 18 minutes out onto 60. 27 is the gap. Max leads and goes first on the last one.
27 minutes.
Okay, here we
No
go.
problem. I can do this.
Quick game's a good game.
Our
30
final
seconds to
goal,
do this.
Monday night,
Okay.
Brentford Wolves. Live on talkSPORT. 1 minute did Igor Thiago score his 19th goal of the season.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I like Igor Thiago.
I don't know. 43rd minute.
Okay.
Charlie?
The 71st minute.
Let's hear it sounding.
Thiago! And the boy from Brazil, called up by Carlo, has bagged again.
Is the 37th.
Well done, Max. Very well played. Terrible from me.
Needed it.
Really
Needed it.
enjoyed it.
Final scores, Jeff. Come on.
Final score, Max 39.
Bless you.
Charlie 94. It's Max 5, Charlie 6.
Thanks, Jeff. Love you.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Reese. Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you. Go
Thank you,
get it.
Travis Perkins. Game day is next.
What does that framework look like? Are we talking about like back end of summer? We could see AJ back in the ring if it all goes well. You know, where is it? And do we still get that Tyson Fury fight possibly at the back end of this year?
I think that him fighting in the summer is hopefully what we're working towards. But it's very different him training as he has been and going back into a proper full-on camp. And I think that's what we have to see over the next few weeks, how he gets back into those full camps, those training sessions. The Fury